louder.
Okay.
I'm just gonna, while you speak, you can talk anytime.
Okay. Alright, well my name's Kirsty, I'm from the UK and I'm 27 and on the Magic bus travelling from the North Island and around the South Island, and basically the pass I've got is a coach and jet pass, so it includes the coach, the Trans-Scenic, the Inter-Islander ferry and then a flight. Because I'm only in New Zealand for a month, I figured it was quite a good way of getting to see things and making the most of my time. And I also wanted to do the train and I wanted to do the ferry ride. So far Magic seems to be quite good. And other people who I've spoken to who are short on time and who've got the Magic bus seem to be happy with sort of the stopovers and seem to feel that it's quite a good way to see stuff in a short period of time. I didn't choose Kiwi Experience because I had that as a party bus, and having met people since I've been travelling, speaking to them, people who are on Kiwi Experience, they've kind of confirmed that yeah, it is a party bus. So I think if people want to actually get out and see New Zealand, then I think Stray and Magic are probably the better buses to do. If I'd have had more time, I possibly would have gone with Stray, but because Magic had this combined pass and I'm short on time, that's why I decided to go with them. I guess one of the downsides with the bus pass is that in the spring they have a limited timetable, but as of today it's actually classed as summer, so I think the buses are starting to run every day. But like for my past 2 weeks in New Zealand, I've had to work out if I've wanted to stay a couple of nights in a place, I've had to make sure that there's a bus coming through. So in some cases where I've got off the bus, like I stayed a couple of nights in Kaikoura, well I got off the train actually and stayed a couple of nights in Kaikoura, and because I did that, when I then got the train from Christchurch to Greymouth, there were no buses coming through, so I had to stay in Greymouth for 2 days or 2 nights, which I didn't really want to do. So I guess that's a downside if you're travelling out of season, is that the buses aren't running all the time. So that can be a bit of a pain if you have to stay somewhere where there's not much going on and you'd rather be somewhere else. So I guess it's not as flexible as having your own car or having a camper van, because obviously you can just stop wherever you want and do whatever you want whenever you want. But for people who are travelling on their own, like myself, when I actually priced getting a car or getting a camper van and then I worked out how much the petrol would cost me, it turned out that actually the bus pass was a cheaper option. And also as someone else is driving, I guess it's a bit of an easy option, but you just don't get to go off the track quite so much. And I guess the only other downside to the Magic bus is that they have little stop-offs en route, because all of the drivers are on commission. So and it's the same on all the buses, I think it's the same on Stray and Kiwi Experience. So basically they'll stop off somewhere en route and they'll try and get you to do activities. If you don't want to do it, they're cool with that, you don't have to. And there's always free options like walking and having a look around, whilst the people who are doing the activities do whatever activity they want to do. For example, we're heading down to Queenstown and the coach stops off I think at AJ Hackett, and then people who want to do a bungee jump can bungee jump there, which is fine, and Magic will sort all that out for you, but obviously they're on commission to do that. But if you just want to go from A to B, sometimes it's a bit annoying having little stops en route. But they do stop off at kind of scenic places as well as you're travelling through, which is quite nice. So you'll get to, they'll stop off and say, oh look, we're just going to have a picture stop so that you can go and see this nice waterfall and blah blah blah. And then on the way through from Fox Glacier through to Queenstown, they stop off at like Lake Matheson, so that people can like walk around the lake and have a look there and stuff. So they do incorporate things en route so that you can see other places that you would be able to stop and see if you had your own transport. So yeah, seems to be quite good so far.